Hey, hello Rodney, thanks for clicking on my video. It's cold in here. I'm in the studio doing some more experiments. I'm tired of doing those experiments, so I just did it because I was watching the game, a couple of games, and but I didn't give you much of a book review on Pillars of the Earth, and I wouldn't really consider that book to be really historical fiction. Like not in the vein of Shogun. Shogun, you really, it was really a lot of the history that went along with that. And this one, it wasn't so much history, I didn't think. It wasn't really, it was more of a story. The story was more important than the history aspect of it, I think. But the characters were great, and the way that the author wove the story was beautiful. And the way it ended was great. It was an excellent book. I highly recommend it. I'm sure since I've highly recommended it, the sales of that book will go through the roof and it'll win all kinds of awards. Of course, it's been out for 100 years and it's already made a bunch of awards. What am I doing? I don't know. Uh, uh, oh man. I was talking to this guy today. He's he's learning how to make vodka in a still. Oh man, I tell you what, some of the people that I run into. Another guy I ran into today, I talked to him, met him a while back, and I don't know what to make of this guy. He's in the movie business, and I don't know, he's just unbelievable. The stories that he tells, and I don't know, man, I don't know if it's true. He invited me to go with him to Santa Fe today because they're having like a little rally up there. Uh, Santa Fe is the state capital. They're gonna have a rally up there at the state house to try to get more breaks for the movie industry, which is a good thing. I mean, it's a good, clean business, and there's a lot of people in New Mexico that are in that business. So it's a good idea. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, but anyway, I don't know. Was watching the games today, and this guy Colin Kaepernick for San Francisco. What an incredible player he is. And it was interesting what happened. Uh, he took the place of the quarterback who had gotten injured, who was doing a great job. And they beat him out. The guy, injured player, he's sitting on the bench now. I thought that was kind of creepy, to be honest about it. But it seems like the right decision to make because this guy Kaepernick is really a phenomenal player. Great runner, excellent passer. Man, he's the guy's a stud for sure. He's an awesome player. And in the Denver game, Denver's got Peyton Manning. Okay, so do your own research. This is what I remember. It's about 40 seconds, 30 something seconds or something left in the half. The other team had just made a long pass to, I think, take the lead or tie the game, whatever they did. And so with 20 something seconds, 30 something seconds left in the game, they just run out the clock and say we'll beat them in overtime. I mean, I couldn't believe it. They got Peyton Manning with about 30 seconds left, 2 timeouts. They could have tried to throw a couple of passes, maybe get in field goal range, and they didn't. And they ended up losing the game. I mean, they could have. Why didn't they try? I don't get that. I don't get that at all. What are you gonna do? But today's Saturday. Tomorrow's Sunday. And Monday, I gotta do a doctor's thing, get the thing done with my doctor, and do a bunch of stuff like that. And then I've got to start thinking about how I'm gonna make a living. I got to start doing something with that. So, oh man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Uh, I've got a double string on that. Oh, it looks, well, I don't know if it's one of them's broken or not. I can't see. One of them might be broken. I don't want that freaking thing to fall down, especially on my head. Oh, there's, you know what, that the egg blew up? There's egg everywhere. I'm still finding egg. Oh, thank God I didn't get hurt with that. That would have been, because I did, let's see if I have still, see if I can show you a war wound, an egg war wound. Nah. I think it already cleared up. It was like a little tiny burn. Wasn't, you know, it wasn't like a major thing, but if it would have hit me in the eye, man, that would have been, thank God I didn't get hurt with that one. So anyway, and this thing right here, this thing right here, yeah, I'm really giving up on the idea of trying to mix these things, these COEs, because this thing's got cracks in it. Can't see it probably in here, but it's got these cracks. So I'll just leave it in here and let I put it in the freezer. Supposedly, if you take glass like this and you put it in the freezer and you leave it in the freezer, and they take it out, if there's no cracks, it's okay. But if you freeze it, it'll crack, and that thing cracked. Little tiny cracks, but tiny cracks become big cracks. So that thing is worthless basically. Oh man, it's cold back here. I don't even know why I'm back. Oh, I came back here to check on my kilns. I've got 2 experiments in there. They're not really so much experiments. It's just things I'm doing because I'm bored. And these kilns do put out a lot of heat. So, I don't know. Just babbling right now, which is, you know, par for the course. Oh man. This is me and my brother. It's years and years ago. Wow, this is a long time ago. Heard something. I don't know what that was. So, I don't know what it was. But anyway, this is a bad video. They're all the same. I don't know what to do. But the book that I read, you know, that thing's about out. The book that I read, I read it, you know, because it was such a good book. I just sat there and read it and read it and read it for days. And now that I finished the book, it's not that I feel depressed or it's not that I feel let down. It's just that I have got to do something with my time now, and I've got to do something that's productive. Because even though I read that and it was an enjoyable book, you know, I mean, look at the size of this freaking thing. That is one big book. Yeah. But, you know, it was nice to actually get to the end of it. And it was actually a very good book. So maybe I'll look for another book. Maybe I'll look for another book. Wish I could say something that would be funny or interesting, but I don't think that's going to happen. So, anyway, I'm Hella Rodney. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye. These 2 guys in hell. This one guy said, "Hey, Wednesday. I thought it was Thursday.